For my color choice today. Wasn't really thinking that through real well. So yeah, I've taken a lot of insults today and well deserved at that. So, but again, I think one of the things that I've been blown away by being here for just a few months is just the camaraderie and the family atmosphere that Appleton North has. You don't see that at every school. I'll be honest and say I certainly didn't see that at the previous school that I was with, and you know, these signings have just really been neat for me to watch. Very different, right, from what I've been used to, and really that's in thanks in big part to all of you willing to come out and celebrate the wonderful achievements of these young ladies. All right, so you know, I guess I really want to point out, and I know a lot of you were here for Marissa's sign last night, so some of this will be a little bit repetitious, but I still think it's important to talk about a few of these things. But you know, it's one thing to have talent, right? But really, what I've noticed with these two and so many of our student athletes here at Appleton North, right, is that they are not only leaders on the field or on the court, but off the outside of the classroom as well. Right, and really, when I think of the term servant leadership, I can't think of two better examples of Kari and Sydney here. You know, going out, really thinking of others, you know, doing things for the community, always looking out for everyone else, and you know, what a better example than you know, deciding to sign together as teammates. Right, I think that is just great to see. So I want to keep my remarks brief. But I always throw out one statistic because I think it's really important. You guys heard it last night. But less than 1% of all high school athletes that participate sign Division I scholarships. Right? So I mean, you think about that and the sheer numbers of student athletes who are participating. That is very rare company to be in. Right? And I always just want to impress upon people that are signing, you know, what a big deal that is. Right, again, and as you too well know, you know, that's because of the help of a lot of people as well as a lot of hard work on your part. So, you know, I can't tell you how proud we all are of you, right? And we also, of course, you know, have some unfinished business of another season ahead of us as well. So I know I can't wait to be able to watch you do your thing on the court. And to be able to celebrate it from the right side this year, despite my color that I'm wearing. Right? But again, just couldn't be happier for you two. And as I presented to Marissa last night, I want to present to you guys. I know, again, may seem small and very insignificant, but to me very important, right? That you always remember the people who were there and supported you, even though you're off and doing wonderful things next year. Right, that once a lightning, always a lightning. So I'm going to present these lightning pins to you guys and just thank you for all that you've done, congratulate you both, and to wish you the best of luck as you move forward to your next chapter. All right? At this time, I'd like to have Coach Wesson come up and say a few words.
Kind of sad in a way. I'm losing in a way two excellent kids, and everybody understands how good they are on the court. They don't realize how good they are off the court. From a GPA perspective, they're phenomenal. From service to others, community, they're great. Our youth kids, everything. You know, this year they on their own decided to do a benefit for the stuff going on in Houston. And it wasn't me saying it, it was them leading it. And you know, the thing that really I think defines these two is they think of others before themselves in almost everything that they do. You know, today I had a conversation with one of the two about how to make her group better. And she took it, did it, and applied it and grew from it. You know, that, you don't typically get a lot of that from kids today. It's me, it's what can happen today. You know, they live for the moment. They don't think big picture. They don't think long term. And you know, from when Cara was in 6th grade and the first time I saw her and she threw it behind the back pass, I said, that's my point guard in about 4 years. you know, when I was blessed to get Sydney, I thought it was going to be Bailey when they said a point guard, and then I realized I have a shooter that I've never had before. You know, and they've really become, they're two of the kids that I'm closest to, I would say, in a lot of ways. We do office banter with, you know, our humor and stuff, and we have a lot of the same interests, but I would say that they've made me a better coach in terms of seeing other things. They made our program better. I've had to adapt the way that I play, or coach, I should say. And I give all the credit really to their parents. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I look like a genius, but I got great kids, and I got parents who A, don't meddle, B, push their kids to become better. And when they do fall down, the first thing that your dad said was what? Get back up, we're gonna get you better, you're gonna suck it up, it's an ACL, you're gonna bounce back. You know, it's not this coddling. There's a constant push, drive, support, and all that. And, you know, even though it's their day, it's really all your days. And one day, Jalen, I know you're upset because Sydney's better than you according to the Facebook video, but you're going to be just as good as she is. Just don't go to Michigan. So great people, and I'm blessed to have them, and they make us better, and I thank all of our kids, you know, even though some of them aren't signing, we got great kids. It's a great family, and, you know, what Nate said was dead on. And a lot of that starts with our girls. And they'll give all their accolades to these kids who make them better and push them in practice too. That's just the type of kids they are. And, you know, I love them all, so good luck.
Okay, so I have a few things to say. So I've been blessed with many incredible people in my life, and as I look around this room, I'm extremely grateful. And before I get into thanking specific people, I'd like to thank some general groups. So to my family, even though most of my family lives in another state or country, they're still my biggest supporters and cheer me on from afar, especially my Aunt Kirsten, who likes to relive her high school basketball days, and she wore knee-high socks and booty shorts. And my Grandpa Ole and my Grandma Kathy, who live in Phoenix, Arizona, but still watch every single one of our high school basketball games the minute they're uploaded to Huddle, and they write me a good luck letter before every game, and your support means more than you know. To all my friends, shout out to all of you who have supported our basketball team, more specifically those who have had the honor to wear my jersey. You guys have been my shoulder to cry on during this entire process, and I thank you for your support, and you guys are one of the reasons that basketball is fun. To my teammates, you guys are another reason basketball is fun. You make me better every day, and I appreciate it when you make the layups I pass to you. I'm very lucky to call my team my family, because I know not every athlete is able to do that. And I know all of you will go on to do amazing things, and I'm thankful that you helped me accomplish this dream. To my coaches, thank you to all my coaches who have instilled the basic fundamentals that I continue to work on today, and who introduced me to this amazing sport. To my youth coaches, thank you for making basketball fun and enjoyable. I still remember how excited I would get for youth tournaments every weekend. And now for specific people, to my dad, I owe you a lot for being my personal agent for the past 2 years, sending hundreds of emails, and doing your research on numerous schools and their records, coaching staff, and roster. I would not be where I am without you today. You were the first person to see my potential, and you never let me settle for anything less than my best. Thank you for always believing in me through my worst games and my best games. To my mom, I'm sorry. Thank you for being the first person to give me a hug after every game, win or lose, good performance or bad performance. Even though I give you crap for not always knowing basketball terms, you've always reminded me that in the end, it is just a game, and I'm not defined by what I do, but by who I am. Anders, thank you for being the best one-on-one opponent I could ask for. As we grew older, the wins didn't come as easily, but I think we all know who would win if we played right now. Even though you considered me as your teacher, you taught me more than you know. And to the Appleton North coaching staff, Joe, thank you for always giving me that extra push. Your style of coaching has made me tougher, stronger, and an overall better player. To Jen and BJ Buss and the Buss family, you two were just as involved in the college recruiting process as I was. And BJ, you were the first person to tell me that colleges are, quote, stupid if they didn't recruit me because of my height. Your motivation in summer workouts helped me to get better every day. And Lucas, who is unable to be here tonight, thank you for introducing me to mental training. The concepts you've taught me have not only helped me on the court, but also in my life. So thank you to everyone who came tonight. Sacrificing your time to support me is something I'm extremely grateful for.
Okay, first off, I would like to thank everyone for coming out today. I would like to start by thanking my teammates and friends for always supporting me and making me feel welcome when I came to North. I would like to thank my coaches, Joe, Jen, Darren, and Lucas. These past 4 years have been so special thanks to you. Joe, thank you for always being tough on me and for giving the new kid a chance. So I will never forget my high school career, not only because we made history, but also because of the amazing life lessons I've learned and the relationships I've built over the past 4 years. I'd like to thank my grandparents for always being there to cheer me on and being my lifelong supporters. But most of all, I'd like to thank my parents. Without them, I wouldn't be sitting here today. Mom, for 9 years, it was just you and I, and you made so many sacrifices and gave up so much in life in order for me to be successful. You gave up your summers to travel the country and watch me play, and for the past 8 years, your life has practically revolved around my basketball schedule. Your support when it came to my basketball career was second to none, and I'm incredibly excited to start my new journey at Milwaukee, but I also know it will be one of the hardest things I've ever had to do because I'll be leaving my best friend. You know, you've shaped me into the person I am today, and I'm beyond lucky to have you in my life. I don't know where I would be without you. And Dad, if it weren't for you, I probably would have never even picked up a basketball. I can't thank you enough for all the time and effort you spent to help me become a better player and the player I am today. I'm grateful for the countless hours we spent together working out early in the morning before school, and I appreciate you dedicating all your time to teach me the game I love. I'll never forget that on one of those early morning workouts in 5th grade, you told me you believed that if I worked hard enough, I would someday become a Division I college basketball player. I was surprised, and I had a dream of playing college basketball, but I thought I would never be good enough to play at such a high level. However, your faith in me pushed me to want to become the best player I could be, and because of you, I achieved that dream. So thank you both for going through this journey with me, and who knows, maybe I'll get to start all over with Jalen someday.
If anyone else would like to say anything, now's the time. But if not,
Sure.